Everyone. So I've done some research and I just want you guys to know that in this video I will be dropping a lot of gemstones. So please listen carefully because everything that I say in this video is going to have layered messages, okay? So since Harry and Meghan have left, there's been a lot of coverage, a lot of stories, some real, some fake, okay, about how Meghan is going to do an interview and how there is a book deal in the works. Now, what I will say intuitively, guys, is that I do feel strongly right now that Meghan and Harry want to expose the royal family, okay? That is what I will tell you guys for certain, is that Meghan and Harry want to expose certain things that could get them in a lot of trouble, okay? Now, the interesting thing is that, you know, I watch other readers for my own personal entertainment. You guys know this. In my own person, it's just my own channel. You guys know how I watch YouTube videos as well. You guys know this, and I thought it was very interesting how there's other readers out here who are pulling cards. Okay, they're pulling cards, and what else are they seeing? Well, they're seeing the Queen. Okay, it's very interesting how other readers are pulling cards about the Queen, and we're all kind of seeing the same thing here. And I am going to be doing more content on that, but I want to keep this on the down low. So the bottom line is that the Queen is pretty much getting herself ready, like what happened to Diana. Okay, like the Queen is basically suited up. You see what I'm saying? The queen already knows that Meghan and Harry are gonna want to say certain things, okay? Do certain things that could be very, very damaging, all right? So what I will tell you guys is that it's already begun, okay? Everything that's going to come out, everything that is about to go down, I think is a part of Meghan's destiny. You know, Meghan has a very, very sneaky and smart way of, you know, just being able to say certain things, and you know, we shall see. We shall see, because I saw a video, okay, a couple months back, that was talking about Meghan being a planned sacrifice. Now, I don't want to scare anybody, so if you're easily triggered, you should click off. But I did see a video a good while ago about Meghan being a planned sacrifice. Now, if you look into Diana's death, there's a lot of things there about her death being a setup. So you guys should check it out. Okay, one second. Good night. So what I will tell y'all is that this is gonna become like a battle. Okay, this is literally, I wouldn't just say a publicity or media battle. This could be big, guys. Okay, this could be pretty big. And what I'm thinking right now, what I'm assuming right now, what I'm thinking right now, is that Meghan and Harry, okay, have experienced, they have experienced their own fair share, okay? Their own fair share of, you know, what they've been exposed to. I'm gonna put it like that, okay? I'm thinking right now, read between the lines. I'm thinking right now that Harry and Meghan, right? Harry and Meghan most likely have experienced and seen certain things that maybe have rubbed them the wrong way. Now, the funny thing is that PA, okay, PA, who, you know, it's what do you call it? The initials, right? Well, PA basically is you know, he has his own scandal. You see what I'm saying? And I think it's so funny how that's just gone missing. That scandal, other scandals have totally just disappeared, right? But then when it comes to Harry and Meghan, it's front page every day. So I'm seeing a web here. I am seeing a spider web spiritually, okay? Spiritually, I'm seeing it's like a spider web. And it feels like they're all intertwined. You see what I'm saying? They all they all have their ways about them. Nobody's clean, basically. You know, the queen has her own stuff. PA has his own stuff. Harry has his own secrets. They all got their secrets. Do you see what I'm saying? They all have their ways about them as to why they have all this power, all this money. Where do they get it from? You know? And so by Harry and Meghan walking away from the monarch, okay, the so-called monarch, Illuminati, but monarch, what are they going to do? Because what's happened here is that they have already agreed to carry certain plans out. Diana did as well, okay? As far as I know, wasn't Diana a virgin? Diana was a virgin when she met Prince Charles, when she had to marry Prince Charles. You know, like, that's weird. She wasn't able to be her own person. She was just a puppet. So what I'm thinking now is that Harry and Meghan are trying to expose the royal family. Are you guys catching along here? They're basically saying, this is stupid, this is toxic, the royal family are evil. That's basically what they're trying to say and trying to do. You know? And look at how many articles have come out about Meghan apparently saying how she doesn't want baby Archie. Now, whoever the hell baby Archie is, right? She doesn't want baby Archie to grow up in this environment. Well, what environment are you talking about, dear? What do we need to know about the royal family? Are you guys catching my drift here? Because I just really got it, guys. I just really got it. The whole baby Archie thing is fake as hell. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back, y'all. So I just want to say a couple things, right? I just want to say a couple things. Hollywood, so-called Hollywood, has their own ways about them. You know, you catch my drift, guys? Like, Hollywood is not pure. Hollywood is not exempt from their own type of ways. So what I really feel what I really feel is that the royal family versus Hollywood, the monarch versus the Commonwealth, you know, something just, I just really feel strongly, I really feel strongly that something's going to come out about that baby. Archie, whatever the hell that thing is. I don't know about that. Something about the baby, the custody, just it just reeks. And I really feel right now, I really feel right now that Meghan must have saw and experienced things that she wasn't supposed to see. And that's the problem. When you let a commoner or an actress into the royal family, they're not used to having a so-called British stiff upper lip. You notice how Meghan said British stiff upper lip? You notice that? Did you guys notice that? How she kept saying, "Oh, I tried so hard to keep my mouth closed. I tried so hard to not let my emotions show." And do you notice the language she used in the African interview? You guys can look it up and watch it. In the African interview, guys, when Meghan said, you know, what that does internally, keyword internal, she was saying, you know, it's toxic. It's toxic. But this is what I will say that I do agree with Piers Morgan, because Piers Morgan has taken a lot of flack. I've seen on Good Morning Britain, Piers Morgan has had to defend himself a lot. And what I will say that I agree with that I agree with Piers Morgan about is the fact that he was saying, how does she not know about the royal family? I mean, it's the biggest load of crap I've ever heard in my life. He was like, why have the royal wedding? Why have the wedding? You know, why did you, I mean, even when you were dating Harry, because me personally, guys, I can't even say Prince Harry anymore. If I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys, I can't even say Prince Harry anymore because he ain't no damn prince. I mean, he's not really, you know, working for the Queen. So, you know, out of respect for him, I think it's better to call him Harry. I think it's better to call him Harry. But what I am going to say with Piers Morgan that I do agree with is we can't sit back and act like Meghan didn't know what she was getting into. I just find it comical. And, you know, there was a lot of commentators on his show talking about how she was naive and how she didn't know what she was signing up for. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Like, you don't know who Prince Harry was? You don't know who Prince William is? You don't know nothing about the British royal family? Nothing at all. Not even Diana? Nothing? Zero? Zilch? I mean, didn't Meghan's friends say how she studied Diana? Wasn't there reports that Meghan studied Diana? Meghan was a big fan of Diana? So I'm confused. So which one is it? Does she know about Diana or does she not know about the royal family? Does she not know that Harry was a prince? How do you not know that, sweetie? How do you not know that? So I'm just not buying it. I mean, Piers Morgan can say a lot of controversial things, and I'm not gonna co-sign everything he says, but he has been one of the journalists, the main journalists, who've been under fire for his comments about Meghan, and you know, he's really had to defend what he's saying about her and about what he knows about the royal family and all the like. You know what I'm saying? So it's comical. I mean, so let's just bring it down to a third grade level. If Meghan went on a date with Harry, right? And she says she didn't know he was a prince, she didn't know he was famous, she didn't know nothing about him. Do you not think that in the first date, the first so-called blind date, that he wouldn't tell you that? He wouldn't say, I have all this security here because I'm a prince. I'm a prince, and are you able to handle that? I mean, are you able to handle the paparazzi, the scrutiny, the monarch's rules and regulations? Are you able to deal with that? So you mean to tell me that Harry never told her that he was a prince? That she never even could pick up that he was not a regular guy in Hollywood? I mean, it's not making any sense, guys. I mean, where my intuition and my mind is going to a place that I think people would really, unless you're really just aware of the inner dealings of the royal family, I don't think that the average person who is watching would understand where my mind is going right now. But I just think it's funny how everything seems to be a big hot mess. A big hot mess. I mean, how can you actually sit there and believe that Meghan did not know who Prince Harry was? How can anyone seriously believe that? How can anyone believe this? So what Piers Morgan basically said was, even if she was naive, even if there was things that she was not aware of before getting into the royal family, it doesn't eliminate the cold fact that Harry was a prince, and she did know what she was getting into to some degree. Unless Harry is just a bad person, unless Harry was so desperate to get married because of, rumors and stuff, unless Prince Harry really didn't tell her, hey, listen, you're going to have to dress a certain way, you're going to have to eat a certain way. I'm not buying that, guys. 1 second. So it just, something about it to me just seems off. Okay, the whole thing, guys, it's rubbing me the wrong way. It's not just the royal family and all the secrets behind there, but it's just the whole thing that's rubbing me the wrong way. So other readers have said the same thing. Other readers have said the exact same thing. And I just really feel like something is bound to happen, guys. And when it comes to my intuition and when it comes to my content on this channel, I got to keep it $100, okay? And I don't think that Meghan or Harry are going to be able to just get away with this. Like whatever they've said, whatever's going on here, they can't hide for much longer. They can't fool the public for much longer. So I just think that something's odd there, okay? With this whole, all these articles saying how there's no interview, there's no this, there's no that. But yet Thomas Markle's going out. Thomas Markle, Meghan's father is chatting up a storm. What's that about? I mean, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Oh, good comment there, Melanie. Not to mention, she lived with him for almost a year before they got married. She knew what the deal was. Well, I don't know about that part, But they were dating, I think, for at least 6 months, right? Yeah, and not to mention Ellen is constantly being dragged into this, and I think that she really likes Meghan. I mean, a lot of Hollywood elites like Meghan, and I'm sure that that would, you know, at some point that's going to manifest in its own way, you know, whether it's through an interview or, you know, Oprah and Ellen have been getting, you know, coattailed into this, but the reality is that when you are in a firm, when you are a part of a royal monarch, and now you want to be free, okay, parentheses, you want to be free from all ties of being a part of that family and expect to just walk scot-free is hilarious to me. Because, you know, history repeating itself, the past being a good reflection of the future. The past, okay, the past shows, right, from Princess Diana, what the past shows is that if you do that, there's consequences. There's consequences. So all I'm going to say with this is that I think it's extremely alarming how I'm not the only reader who's picking up on the Queen's energy, you know? And I just don't think that that's going to work out. You know, there's just no way that the Queen is just going to allow anything to just slide, you know? So the whole baby Archie thing, the whole tell all interview, her father saying how he's never going to see her until he's in the grave is really alarming, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. So, keep in mind that Prince William has gotten a promotion in a way. The Queen has been given Prince William extra duties. And like I said, you know, William and Catherine are going to have to pick up the slack here. They're going to have to cover the Queen's demands. They're going to have to, you know, probably go out more. They're going to have to probably do a lot more now that Harry and Meghan are not going to be contributing, you know? So this is just honestly how I feel about it. the past is a good reflection sometimes of the future, not always, but a lot of times the past can be a great foreshadowing. Sometimes if the cards come out the certain way, I mean, if things kind of are panning out the same way, it's good to get a feel for what's going on here. And so Diana went through a lot. She experienced a lot. She experienced a lot. And I think that Meghan trying to carve out her own destiny and be a certain kind of person without being a royal now, without, from leaving the royal family with Harry and taking him with her, is very alarming to me. Very alarming. I'm interested to see how this is going to go down. I'm very interested to see how they're going to keep up with this, because are they going to go Hollywood? Are they going to, be in Hollywood elite circles? What is the deal here? Like it's almost like the truth is being hidden in plain sight, Yeah, have you ever heard of that quote, guys? The truth is hidden in plain sight. The truth hides in plain sight. That's exactly what we're talking about here. The truth hides in plain sight, guys. So is Meghan a sacrifice? Is Meghan just a filler for Harry? Because a lot of known couples are fillers. They're cover-ups, so to speak. And there's been a lot of controversy around that baby of theirs. And it's very suspect. It's really suspect, guys. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to juggle this. How are they going to be non-royals living in Canada, traveling the world? I don't know about that. I really feel like Meghan has seen too much. Meghan knows too much, guys. I mean, Harry and Meghan, they both know too much. And so the Queen, like I said, I'm not the only reader who's picked up on the Queen. Of late, the Queen has been coming out in a lot of the readings in a really, really interesting way. So I don't think that she the Queen can say that the Queen can say and tell the media whatever she wants to tell them. Like when it comes to blood contracts, bold contracts, there's no getting out of that. How do you get out of a contract? Of that caliber? I've seen videos of them talking about how the symbolism in their wedding was very interesting. And we never got those christening photos. We were all waiting for those christening photos, right? We never got the real christening photos, guys. So, I'm not quite sure about that. I'm not quite sure about this. So Oprah and Ellen and all these Hollywood big names are tied to Meghan, and Thomas Markle, as I told you guys, is going to fight his own good fight. Thomas Markle, I think, has become angry. I think Thomas Markle has become angry at the fact that he's not a part of their lives, and the latest is that he believes that the royal family should reward him. Reward him for what? I don't know. But Thomas Markle is showing his ass again. You know, they're all showing their backside. Every single one of them are showing their backside. So I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about how this is all going to go down, guys. But anyway, this is what I feel about it. And Meghan is going to do what she wants to do. Is Meghan afraid of the Queen? I'm not sure. I don't think that she wants to be afraid of the Queen. I don't think she wants to be. I don't think she wants to be. You know, I don't think she wants to be afraid of the Queen. I think that she thinks that she is above that to some degree. You know? Well, this is interesting. Somebody in the comments put, I think this is about Harry becoming the head of EU or UN. There is not way Harry can be offered a civilian post. He will be offered to lead as the Antichrist. It's not about her, it's about him. Well, that's new. I've never heard of that before. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here. That's all I got to say about it. That's the update. Bye.